I'm here today with no one less than Dan Hecho. If
Hello.
you have Instagram or ever been on Instagram, you probably saw at least one photo of him.
Probably,
Yeah, he has a very unique style, very popular style, I think.
Thanks. Just I created this style in 2013, I think. Yeah. Because I try to find different techniques for me, because I always like to make my pictures and looking of my pictures much more close to artistic painting than to digital photography.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my idea, yeah. And I try to play with different programs, Lightroom, Photoshop, and others, and found these techniques in Lightroom. I created it, and now I do it.
Yeah. Yeah, the look is very unique. I mean, you really have that look of old paintings. That's how I always saw it when I first discovered your page. Yeah.
You're right, and that's my idea, because I like old painters.
То есть вы туда впускаете?
Я просто ее ложу.
Хорошо.
Или еще. Вот эту точку отпускаю еще. Пускай бросай. Вау. Ага. Раньше. Во. Тут больше туда, за ножку бросаешь. Да. Хорошо. My inspiration always is Renaissance period, and I always try to visit different museums to see different pictures and of different authors like Caravaggio and Tiziano, Michelangelo, Da Vinci. It's always my inspiration, and I also
so you
try
really
to create
inspiration.
something the same, in my art also. But using the camera and post-processing. Because I'm too lazy for paintings. Yes. I'm finished, but in childhood I finished artistic painting school. But then I decided too much time for that. I need too much time, and I decided to do some art painting by camera. It's easy, much more faster.
A painter is kind of a lonely life somehow. In your studio all the time. Even Lightroom can take a little bit too much time, I think, sometimes.
Как можно подушку если делаешь вак, а ты можно даже перед тем делать вак, ты чуть-чуть поточки держишь, а потом сразу отпускаешь. Попробуем сейчас не знаю. I try to find this nice movement, yes, with fabric and give some tips to dancer. Хорошо, отлично.
What is happening with all the ballet dancers? Because this is like a recurring theme, right? I see so
ballet dancers, just because I inspired by ballet dancers, because it looks very artistic and very elegant, graceful. Because nothing more beautiful in nature than women body, but women body in dancing it looks just amazing, because I love this beautiful kind of movements. Okay, probably some dresses, some fabrics also, and I can create nice pictures with dancers also, because I love all beautiful in our life, in our world, of course, and that's my idea. Why I like also some dancers. I prefer to do more artistic shooting, not for commercial purposes, just for my art. That's much more interesting to me. So, of course, I have some commercial customers, but not for earning money, just for like get some challenge. But all my art is only my vision of beauty in the world. It's not for commercial. Not bad. Interesting. Something went wrong. 1, 2, 3, go. Поехали. О, красиво.
And how was the process of photography? Like, how did it start and how did it evolve to like this point? I think a lot of people could be interested in this.
Is always creative part of my shooting time, because it's always something new. I try to first I see some locations, see some lighting, then okay, I talk with model. I try to explain her what I need, what I like, and then we can start play. Yes, for dancer with some elements. Okay, for nude pictures, just I try to apply nice lighting in the body and found these beautiful lines and shadows at model's body, and then of course, because for me the most interesting just to find some lines or for nude body or during some movements. Of course, I apply some kind of lighting. Just for me, I prefer available lighting.
Yeah.
And that's the process for me. Just always changing. Probably you will see it with dancer today. Probably later with nude. But for me, this is interesting because always I can find something new in each shooting. Мне нужно сейчас максимально далеко отползти.
What is that, the lens?
150. 1, 2, 3. You try to find this movement. Yes, and it's fabrics and dancer. Very nice. Good.
When did you start with photography?
When I start in photography from 2007. I think yes, from 2007.
2007, okay.
I bought my first camera. First it was a commercial wedding shooting.
Yeah.
In past years I did a lot of different wedding shootings. In past I was I think one of the famous photographers in our region, like Russia, Ukraine. I mean, my wedding photographer in 2011, 2012, but in 2015 I decided to stop to finish my wedding photography career because I was too bored from this activity. And but I start my, I think, artistic art nude shooting since 2009. Because I between different wedding shootings I tried to express my vision of beauty in my art.
Okay.
That was my idea, and I started to do some kind of nude photography and use different models. Yes, try to find inspirations there, try to find nice lines, nice shapes, volumes, and we try to make some jumps. Moment. First I try to put my focus at that place, and then try to catch the model when she jumps there. That's a problem with slowly camera. Поехали. Okay, and again. Пожалуйста. Нет, момент, сейчас. Good. Отлично. Good. Catch go.
Your work is very edited, right? Like if you would compare it to a raw file, it's...
I change in colors.
A
lot of change in colors, but not lighting, because lighting you can take only during shooting. But yes, I try to change my colors and create it much more close to some artistic, not from real life.
For example, something I always notice is how the skin is so like smooth, or like, you know, it's always
it's because like close to some paintings. But if you print, for example, some pictures, you will see some structure of skin also, but for small format it's always look like something smooth. Yes, but it's if you can imagine, yes, if you paint some picture and drawn by your different colors, you always can't show the structure of the skin, only some different surfaces.
Surfaces.
Хорошо. И посмотри, да, и сейчас тряпочку. We need some assistance.
Yeah?
Became the assistant instead of a cameraman.
Special assistant. 1, 2, 3, go! And again, go! And again, please. One more. 1, 2, 3, go! Okay.
Where do you draw the line that something gets so much changed or altered from the reality that you have a feeling that maybe it's losing this quality, you know, like that it's over edited?
It's not for all, it's just my feeling and my vision of creating picture. Of course, this is my vision, my style, and I think not all photographers can do the same, of course. Okay. But for learning some kind of techniques, that's very nice. But as I told you, my idea just is to create a picture which looks like a painting. I change only colors. I think no more, just colors. About quality of a picture, it's very relative. I think thin. It's very relative.
It is very relative.
If you want to print pictures, you want to know how this picture should look. For example, I always try to print my pictures by canvas, and they really looks like some paints.
Yeah.
And my kind of editing, it's very good.
And then you're satisfied.
Yes, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
Probably create this composition in the frame. Like this? Yeah. Okay. Go. Okay, great. Go. Okay, great. And one. Ручку чуть ниже поставите. Вот все. 1, 2, 3, go. Great. Perfect.
You've never gotten tired of that style?
No, because it's if you find your own vision, your own style, this is your inner world. Yeah. Sometimes your inner world could change, but not too much. We never change a lot in our life. Small changes, yes, of course. But for example, if you imagine some old painters, Da Vinci, Michelangelo, and if they change completely their own style, I think we didn't get nice pictures now. Just because it's strange. This is Michelangelo, this is Michelangelo, or this is Da Vinci. Because you have to know which kind of colors you like, which kind of way of taking pictures you like. Of course, that's the most important for each, I think, for each photographer, for each artistic person.
So according to your vision, if you're never really satisfied with your own style, maybe you still haven't found your own style.
Yes,
your own
yes, of course.
Inner world expressed.
Always, yes, be in search, try to looking for something new. But I always try it because I see, if you probably, you know, because I'm selling my presets for photographers from Lightroom, but I always create different presets, I think, for each my editing. I always try to be changed in something great new and then new, because I always try to find small difference in small gradients of color.
Of course. This is exactly the same with me.
Saturations. Always change something new. It's permanent process.
Yeah.
It's never stopped. Можно в сторону, просто можешь далеко ее удерживать. Смотри, ты если тряпочку бросаешь, нет, ты просто бросаешь, не наворачивайся. Жарко?
Жарко.
Холодильничек.
Nice.
И больше подбрасываешь. И еще раз.
How are you able to monetize your photography? Is it mostly through workshops and selling presets?
Just
these days?
My main income, it's my, I think last 7 years, it's my different classes, workshops, yes, selling my products for photographers, like presets, and also some courses. Not, I didn't get a lot of money from shooting. Yes, when I finished my wedding, yes, I have some commercial customers. Of course, I have some money, but for me, it's not what you want to do. It's not too much. Yes, but Of course, the main activity is different teaching classes, workshops, online. A lot of photographers wanted to join to my classes, but they're living in different countries, different cities all over the world, and sometimes it's difficult to buy some trip. Yes, it's a lot, big distance, a lot of money. And
we're in Kiev now, by the way. Dan lives in Kiev.
I decided to arrange some course first from 5 classes dedicated to nude photography, 5 classes online course. Since my course will start at 17th of August, and it would be a 2 months course. Consists from 5 different lessons, and you can find it at my Instagram page or at my website danhecho.pro. It's a very good opportunity to get my knowledge for photographers who want to learn by me from different countries, from far countries like United States, Australia, some Asian countries, Africa. It's a very nice opportunity, and get all my material from this shooting, because you will see it online completely. You can ask me during my shooting.
It will be live, like a live course.
It will be live course, of course, a live course, and all these 5 lessons would be live, completely live, and it's a very good opportunity.
You're going to work with a camera team or something? Or?
Yes, camera team is 3 cameras, and also you will see some pictures through my camera during the shooting. That's very important thing for photographers, because he will know how I try to compose my pictures, yes, and apply some light. That's very important, I think. That's my idea.
Ты забираешься на другим, да? То есть пошла, как? Позрасываешь, если просто подбросил вверх, отпустил, пошли ручки вниз. Да. Ну, в принципе, получил.
1, 2, 3, go. Осторожно. Why I love the dancers? Just all this elegance lines. It's very elegant. Static. Okay.
Да. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Хорошо.
When somebody follows your courses, are they kind of pushed into the direction of delivering the same result as you? Will they also deliver this kind of painting style?
Of course, result is also issue of practice. You can learn different techniques, but only practice can give you same result. I have a few students from different countries. They took my Skype sessions, lessons, just purchased my presets also, and then my video courses. And I have to say that they do almost the same, completely the same technique, completely the same kind of photography. Yes, of course, this needs some practice, because I give some knowledges for photographers, and they need to apply it. And get, okay, then if you get some not very nice result, ask me how to change. I ask and try to give them some tips for them, what they have to change. Yes, also something in shooting, or something in processing, in lighting, in Photoshop, in camera.
Да, хорошо, еще разочек. Движение тоже. Хочется, да.
Is it the goal that all the students achieve the same style, or somebody who wants to make completely different style also can learn a lot from your courses?
You know, the goal of the students is just inside the brain of the students.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, but if they want to learn my techniques, this is possible, and it's for me it's much more easy to learn something online than offline, because offline is very good for creating some portfolio and taking pictures. But online it's easy to learn because you always can see some video in recording and many times look at that process. It's really works much better than offline classes.
Yeah, to learn something.
But if participants, if goal of participants just to get same quality and same colors like in my pictures, it's no problem. Just need some practice. But for me, it's very important to learn different techniques of different photographers, and then you will find your own style.
Yeah, exactly.
That's idea. Just because, for example, I think I took a lot of different classes and courses in past from different photographers, probably more than different 30 classes. And finally, I found my techniques.
Your own mix of things.
And my vision, yes. I take piece from there, piece from here, mix it, and then try to find my own techniques, of course. But that's very important to get the different knowledges from different photographers. Of course, this helps a lot to find your own technique.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yes.
And maybe last question that a lot of photographers are super interested in. They ask us this question all the time. How do you find models?
How do you find? So if you have a nice portfolio, it's not problem because always models send you different messages in different social networks, Instagram, Facebook, and also Russian networks like Wiki. But for beginners, it's much more difficult because if you have no portfolio, you have no request from the models, and for this reason you can, for example, you can attend some workshop nude for creating your portfolio, or for example use different resources like Model Mayhem, Podium.
We found a lot of models for our videos here.
Yes, of course. But from these resources, as always, you should pay to model if you don't have nice pictures. Or you have nice pictures, you can pay by pictures. Or you don't have nice pictures, you can pay by money for the models. That's a problem. But
it's never easy at the start. You need just to make a lot of portfolio.
It's not so easy. But if you have nice pictures, probably not only nude but nice pictures in your portfolio, just need to try to do it. Try to ask some models. Probably they like your pictures. It's in our country it's much easier because we have a lot of nice girls, beautiful models, not only models, just girls who want to get these nice pictures to Instagram account.
Yeah, these days everybody needs pictures on their Instagram.
Yes.
The golden age for photographers in Kiev.
Of course. And it works. Yes, it works. Just need, of course, if you never ask, you never get some answer. Just ask. Лучше запускай ткань, лучше либо вверх, либо вверх, либо за собой, либо вокруг себя. То есть не нужно раз по кругу. Например, ты хочешь махнуть ногой просто в сторону, такой максимум, да? Ты просто бросаешь ткань в ту сторону и прямо вот ногой ее под это. Движение, да, вот, видишь? Еще лучше сделать. About my conversation with the model, just it's a way how to get some contact between me and model. That's very important because I try to find and show her real personality, and she should be more relaxed and trust me. And that's most important thing. And why I talk to her, it's of course I can give some tips how to do some position, of course how to play with some fabrics, because I see it. And but the most important talking is about finding this contact between me and model. Just I see the body, I see the lines, I see shapes, volumes and light, and just I try to find the better position to show all elegance and beauty of model. It's a ballet. That's amazing because I see all this position of fingers and feet, and I ask model to do some movements, some actions, and try to catch this moment during this moment. Of course, and fabric sometimes it's important. They help me to create these different lines and to show this moment in moment. Yes, and that's also very important. And I see lines, I see shadows, and that's why I ask model to do different moves by hands, yes, and legs.
В балете должна рука вторая потерялась, немножко не вижу ее. И сейчас чуть молчу.
Hands is very important for models. Never hide the hands. The most important tip for model. About camera. Now I'm using Pentax 645Z. It's a medium format camera. I love medium format because quality of raw file much better than from full frame cameras. I sold all my full frame Canon equipment 3 years ago. Just I bought this medium format digital camera because I'm digital photographer. I need to do some processing after. But of course the quality of medium format is much better than quality from full frame. So I think it's definitely.
But it's slower, that's the only difference.
Yeah, slow, of course. It's medium format is much more slow, but now I know how to catch the moment, yes, and just push button just by a few milliseconds before. That's a secret, yes. It's a practice, of course. It's issue of practice. How to catch the moment by slowly camera. I don't have this very fast and speed camera. Just I can take only one shot, and of course I take picture. If I see nice lines, I try to complete this moment and this form. Ask model to do the same again. If I got beautiful picture, we just try to do another one. Weather.
Можно просто вот здесь вот сюда поставить, сюда, вот сюда ближе можно ставить, если удобно. Можно здесь.
Probably you saw that I took all my pictures in black and white mode. I do it, I think, since 2007, 2008, because at first I want to see black and white drawing between lighting and shadows, and that's the most important for me. I see only lines, only shapes, and only beautiful light at my picture. After, of course, in post-processing I can add my kind of colors.
Раз, два, три. Оп, лицо потерялось.
I love contrast, not only by the light, also I love contrast of color, I mean of color temperature, of cool background, and for example a warm body or some red fabrics. It's always catch more attention of viewers if you look at picture and see not only light and contrast, as well color temperature, your attention became more intensive. And that's helped to me, and I always play with different colors in fabrics, and also I love this kind of moment. For example, red fabric and blue fabrics looks very interesting together. This mix, it's a completely contrast colors. If you look at this color wheel of Eton, you see this contrast. It really looks very interesting. And of course, sometimes I can play with black fabric, and because I have a lot of different colors of fabric in my closet, but today I have only 4. But I always try to create something new. With fabrics also, yeah, of course.
То есть ты можешь тоже подбрасывать нас пускай вот так.
Now I'm using only 2 lenses for medium format. It's 55 2.8 and 150 2.8. So for me it's incredible lens. Of course I prefer 150 because for medium format it looks much more beautiful, just to show all this depth and these focal points and blur for background. It really looks amazing, but sometimes I need 55 also. But it's for me it's very quality lens. I like the softness and sharpness both in one lens. It's really, for me it's amazing.
And if you're wondering where he gets the nice locations from, we're at a photo studio in Kiev. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, it's full of rooms with different styles, and like, I mean, you have columns here, you have a, how do you call it, like a heaven bed? We call that in Belgium a heaven bed. I mean, I don't have these things at home, so it's pretty cool that you can just, I don't know how much it costs, but it's probably not too expensive. And then you can shoot pretty cool style of photos. How are you able to work at such a high speed and have the creative process still work, you know, without like blocking or?
I can't work slowly, it's not for me, because my thoughts are very fast in my mind, and I always try to apply these thoughts, another thought, this thought, that's another thought, again, different. And why I can't do shooting more than 2 or 3 hours. After 3 hours I completely dead, because I'm shoot very fast, and after 3 hours, because for me 2 hours it's enough. Sometimes yes, I had 3 hours shooting, for example, on my classes and workshops, but after 3 hours I completely tired and dead. Why? I love to do it fast, and it's better for me and for model and for rent studio.
That's a good one.
To be honest, it's the first time that I'm in a photo studio, because I don't know, I just shoot outside or just in kind of weird spots like toilets, for example. It's pretty cool actually, because they have like multiple rooms, like totally different style. The one that Dan is shooting is kind of more like white, fairy tale, romantic and clean. This one I really like actually. This one is like more dark, kind of more like a cigar smoking vibe or something. So yeah, if you're ever in Kiev, I'll link the studio below, because they have some cool rooms to shoot in. Like the light is pretty awesome here, so check it out if you're by accident in Kiev. So I saw that you were sweating a lot during the shoots, me as well. It was very hot here, and that's a thing that a lot of people sometimes say to us, like that photographers don't really do
today.
Yeah, thank you for being your student. It was an honor. A lot of people think that photographers like don't do that much. You know, they buy a nice camera, they press the button. But we saw you sweating today, so it's like, yeah,
it's a huge work.
I like it, because if I see people shooting like that, then I know that they're really passionate about it. You can kind of notice it when they're like,
it's inspired me, of course, and they always try to create interesting pictures. That's for me. It's not for model, not for people, not for customer, just for me. That's the most important thing. To try to create something interesting for you at first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. Okay, nice. I think the people will have learned a lot from your ideas and your visions about how you want to make images. It was nice meeting you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious to see the pictures of the day.
We'll see. Yeah. We'll see. Soon. Yes.
Soon, alright.
Thank you, Dan. Awesome day.
Nice. Too much. Thank you. To show beauty of girl, beauty of women. That's, for me, it's great. I love it. Because for me, beauty is the most important part in our life. Beauty, it's inspiration.
The studio asked to kind of sign something on the wall. It's apparently a tradition. It's pretty cool. It's funny because you have this drawing here, which is very similar to JC's tattoo. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So whoever made this, that's an artist. Mine's not gonna be like this. So yeah, let me think what we're gonna write. JC, here's your marker.
All right.
Actually, it's very obvious what I should write. It's one of my tattoos. And it says start creating, which for me, sometimes you just overthink it. You never feel good enough. Like a lot of stuff can go wrong. But the most important thing is just to start. Just start creating and you will learn through the process. Every time it will be better. And that's the only way how, as Dan also said, how you can kind of find your own style is just by making stuff and then experimenting. And then you'll end up in the end with something that you really love if you just start creating. So that's what I'm gonna write here.
Kind of funny, yesterday I put a new tattoo and today I realized that I wrote the wrong sentence. So I had the sentence in my mind, life is a play, like a theater play. It's based on something I heard from Alan Watts. And I also had the sentence before that, like, the world is your playground. And I accidentally mixed them in my head and I wrote, the world is a play, which is kind of funny. And yeah, in some way it kind of encompasses both ideas now. In essence, they just mean don't take life too seriously because that doesn't lead to anything good. Just have fun, create, do the things you love, laugh all the time. So I'm gonna write, the world is a play.